What if Stranger Things wasn't just a series, but a real experiment the government tried to erase? In the late 70s, I was offered a secret contract at a military base called Camp Hero in Montauk, Long Island. They said it was a radar research project. They lied. My name is Preston Nichols. For years, I worked repairing antennas and transmitters. I was good with machines, an electrical technician who didn't ask too many questions. I accepted the job without hesitation. It was the government, and back then, people trusted the government. But the moment I arrived, I knew something wasn't right. On the surface, the base looked abandoned. Tall grass, rust, silence. But underground, everything was still alive. Bright corridors, operating laboratories, silent guards, and above it all, a massive radar tower that turned day and night, as if searching for something that wasn't in the sky. They assigned me to the Experimental Frequencies Department. We were told it was a study about brainwaves, how the mind reacts to electromagnetic radiation. But over time, I realized they wanted something far more dangerous, to control the human mind. At first, the tests involved adults. Later, they started bringing in children. They said they were volunteers, part of a special learning program. But we all knew they weren't there by choice. They were terrified. One of them was named Duncan Cameron. He was different. His mind reacted before the machines did. He could sense signals before they were sent, as if his thoughts were connected to the technology itself. They said he had a psychic gift, and that through him, they could open something far beyond human consciousness, a portal. August 12th, 1983. The day everything changed. We were ordered to power up all the generators. The goal was to recreate an old Navy experiment from 1943, the legendary Philadelphia experiment, when they tried to make a ship invisible. We activated the system. The lights flickered. The radar tower began to hum, releasing a deep pulse that you could feel in your chest. The readings went wild. Duncan froze, like something had taken hold of him. And then he said two words I still hear in my head. It's coming. On the monitors, a figure appeared. Tall, thin, made of light and shadow, moving as if the air itself had taken shape. It had no face, but we all felt it watching us. The temperature dropped instantly, and for a moment, the entire laboratory seemed to bend in on itself. They ordered me to cut the power. I did. The system collapsed, and the silence that followed was absolute. The next day, the project was shut down. They gathered us in the main hall, made us sign confidentiality agreements, and destroy every record. The official explanation was simple. Project suspended for safety reasons. But we all knew the truth. They had lost control. Soon after, my memory began to fade. Whole days disappeared. The doctors called it electromagnetic exposure fatigue. But I know they used the same frequencies to erase what we remembered. They succeeded. For years, I remembered nothing. Today, Camp Hero still stands. The government turned it into a state park, open to the public during the day. They say it's completely safe, but there are restricted zones, places no one is allowed to enter. Areas where compasses spin and electronic devices stop working without explanation. And despite being closed, the radar tower still stands, intact. If the project ended, why was it never dismantled? And why is there still surveillance 24 hours a day? Maybe they never turned it off. Some believe I made all of this up. Others say my story inspired Stranger Things. I don't know. I only know that sometimes, when I turn on my old transmitters, I hear a signal coming from Montauk. A rhythmic, steady pulse, like someone is still sending messages from underground. And every time I hear it, I remember that faceless figure, waiting on the other side of the frequency. I wonder if we really closed the door, or if we just left it slightly open. My name is Preston Nichols, and I survived to tell.
Subscribe now, darling, hit the like button. tell, and so